Gotta ask you this: Mayweather, McGregor. Break it down. You sparred MMA fighters. I'm sure you have in the past. What's it like to face MMA fighters?
I've never sparred any MMA fighters. That fight, I don't know. Is it really gonna happen?
I think so.
I mean, if it happens, it was in boxing or MMA?
Boxing.
Boxing. I mean, I think Mayweather has the advantage because that's his game, you know. But I don't know. You just got to see what size are the gloves.
10, 8. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, McGregor's a bigger fighter, so he has the advantage in that. But Mayweather's reflexes and speed is very hard to catch. So you know that's something that you're gonna have to really look forward to.
Break down the Canelo deal. Negotiation with Triple G, gave up his belt. He can do whatever he wants. He has the right to. But what do you think?
You know, maybe they're just letting that fight marinate for another year or so. I mean, I could see him fighting David Lemieux in September, and then possibly fighting Triple G in May. So that's they're building up the fight. It's kind of a smart but kind of a bad idea because people are gonna say that you know he doesn't want to fight him, he's scared of him, but they're just getting the anticipation going.
What does Sugar Ray Leonard mean to you?
Oh, he's one of the greatest fighters of all time, man. You know, I was always a big Sugar Ray Leonard fan growing up. I watched his fights with Marvin Hagler, you know, Duran, Thomas Hearns. You're gonna learn a lot from him too. You know, he was a real good defensive fighter, but he was real good offensively when he had to. So that's somebody that you can really learn a lot of different things from.
Are there some things that you take from watching him, you implement in your fights? Or?
Well, of course, you can always watch any fighter and put that into your arsenal. You know, it's not just he had to fight Thomas Hearns coming forward, where a lot of people thought he was going to move around. He actually switched his game plan and started putting the pressure on later round. So it's just you can't. It's always like you can't always stick to one game plan. You know, and that's where you take into consideration from other fighters.
Yeah, you, Jojo Diaz, Tino Avila. You guys are young unbeaten featherweights with Golden Boy. It's a great time to have that era of facing the know. Is that something like maybe down the line, maybe you could face one of those fighters down the line?
Well, of course, you know it's a real talent-packed featherweight division, but I can't really think of any other fighter right now besides who I have in front of me. Mm-hmm. So then after that, maybe afterwards we can sit down and talk. You know, I've never said no to any opponent. So.
What's it like fighting at the Balasso? You fought there a few times.
I've never fought there. I was supposed to fight there, but I got injured. Yeah, I got injured right before it. So it's a cool little hip town. You know, I love LA. I love fighting in LA all the time, and sometimes you gotta switch it up from fighting from the Fantasy Springs to LA. So it's something different.
Well, we talk about restaurants, place to eat. What other new restaurant would you recommend in Orange County, Santa Ana to eat?
Oh man, there's so many. I always go to Euro Cafe. That's like my little spot right there. Euro Cafe is really good. It's more breakfast and brunch kind of. So, but you know, steakhouses wise, I just checked out this new place called the Ranch. It's in Anaheim. That place is good. You would never expect it to be a restaurant. You walk in and it looks like a hospital. It's not like in a big building. You walk in and then the restaurant's on the left-hand side. You know, you have food. You know, people have their cocktails, and on the right-hand side there's the ballroom dancing where they're like doing old school, kind of cowboy dancing. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. Good stuff.
All right, last thing I gotta ask you. One time I saw you spar Mikey. It's one of the best sparring sessions I've seen. Tell me about that. You and Mikey Garcia. You were going nose to nose. It was good.
Oh yeah, Mikey. I learned a lot of things from Mikey. You know, Mikey 126, 130. Eventually, he's gonna move up and win world titles. I want to be 135 too. So you learn a lot. I learned a lot from Mikey. I learned a lot from Ponce de Leon. I also sparred a lot with. I actually sparred with Salido a while back too. So you just get little tricks from here and there. Especially a lot of I would have to say like a little
veteran moves.
Veteran moves where you can kind of get away from in the ring, kind of hit them when the referee's not looking and stuff like that. So it's like it's not always nice to just fight clean.
What can we expect next Friday night?
Action-packed fight, man. He comes forward. I like to come forward. I kind of want to throw him off his game a little bit, so we got to mix and move. But if we have to brawl, we have to brawl.